ADOS community, I'm so glad that fucking movie, Harriet, I'm glad it flopped. The movie was propaganda. It was a disgrace to ADOS. It was a disgrace to Harriet and her heroism. A disgrace to our history. A disgrace to Harriet's family. It was disrespectful. And we made sure that movie flopped. So shout out to all the people that got on Twitter, hashtag. Shout out to all the people that made YouTube videos. Shout out to people for their activism, because we're no longer going to allow white supremacy to whitewash and sanitize our stories so that we can make white people feel comfortable. That's all that movie was about. It was about telling a story to white people to make them feel comfortable. That's why the majority of the people that went to go see the movie was crackers. We ain't go see that shit. That's why it flopped. Not only did we boycott the film because of Orivo, the fucking British actress that's anti-black American, that's the number one reason. But I didn't think that it could get any worse than that. But it actually did get worse. And if you watch the video that I made, I actually predicted how the film was going to be portrayed. I said that it was going to be ahistorical. I predicted that it will be a white savior, which is what happened. Because I didn't go see the shit. I'm my subscribers emailing me stuff. I'm seeing stuff on Twitter that there was a black slave catcher, which is a fictional character, which never happened, which makes no sense. It makes no sense. Cassie Lemons found a way to villainize the black man in a movie about slavery. She villainized the black man. And she made the white slave master, the enslaver, the colonizer, the devil. She made the devil the hero in a movie about slavery. I saw that through leaked footage. And immediately, what I thought in my mind is that Cassie Lemons is a bootleg. Yeah, we already know she's a bootleg because she casted Orivo. But she also suffers from Stockholm Syndrome. Because the purpose, as I mentioned, of the movie was to tell a story to white people. It wasn't for the inspiration of black people or ADOS. Because if an ADOS actress was casted, they wouldn't portray that role. They wouldn't play that role. They'd be like, this shit didn't happen. Instead of calling out the cracker, the real antagonist of the movie, you made him the savior. And I predicted that months ago. And on the video, the boycott video that I made, which garnered over 60,000 views, I had a lot of support, but I also had a lot of trolls and their negative comments. And that's cool. Y'all can go see the movie. Y'all can support a movie based on propaganda, based on ahistorical events, based on lies. Go ahead and support that movie. But, and I read some of the comments, people talking shit, talking about, well, it's a black director. I don't give a fuck who the director is, who produced the film. Focus Features, right? Focus Features is a subsidiary of who? Comcast. Think about the Byron Allen case and how Comcast is trying to gut us from our civil rights. So by you patronizing that film, you're patronizing Comcast. You're giving your money to a racist company called Comcast. No matter who the director is, the white man was influential in producing this film. It was whitewashed. It was sanitized. And think about that scene. The scene where the quote-unquote black bounty hunter was trying to kill Harriet, and the cracker came up and shot him. Think about what that symbolizes. That symbolizes that in white supremacy, in the system of white supremacy, the black man is always the villain. Even when the black man did not create the problem, the white man is always protected and viewed as pure. And that's what that scene tells me, is that the black man is always the villain. The black man is the boogeyman. That's why they lock you up more than anybody. That's why they discriminate against you more than anybody. That's why cops shoot you up more than anybody, even if you're not doing anything wrong, even if you comply. Bernie Sanders is up there talking about be polite to the cops so you won't get shot in the head. Tell that to Philando Castile. Tell that to all the other unarmed black men that was shot with impunity in the streets, Bernie Sanders, and you up there talking that dumb shit. The black man is the villain of society. In a system of racism, white supremacy, the black man will always be the villain. Always. America was founded on oppression, and that will never change. It's founded on white supremacy. So no matter what the white man does, no matter how wrong it is, he's always right. He's always just. He's always pure. No matter if he caused the problem. No matter if he's the enslaver. No matter if he's the colonizer. No matter if he's the murderer. He's always the protagonist. And that's what that movie portrayed the white man as the savior. And not only that, but that showed me in that scene another element, that the white man also, through vilifying the black man, created black feminism. That showed me the birth of black feminism. To vilify the black man in society, not only what he did, after vilifying you, he pit your woman against you through the birth of black feminism, i.e. Beyonce. And I immediately thought of Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I know this might be a little bit off topic, but in that scene, I thought about Jay-Z and Beyonce, because a lot of people worship Jay-Z and Beyonce. And think about it. Why does white supremacy puppet Jay-Z and Beyonce everywhere? Why did they rise to fame? Why are white people celebrating Jay-Z and Beyonce and they everywhere on all over the white man's TV? Why? Because they're symbolic of how the white man disintegrated the black family. Jay-Z is representative of the glorification of drugs, which led to mass incarceration, i.e. the war on drugs, i.e. Biden's crime bill. That was Jay-Z. Beyonce symbolizes the weaponization of black feminism in the black community, pitting the black woman against the black man. Therefore, it destroyed the black family. That's what the cracker did to you. The movie was based on lies. The movie was whitewashed. And Cassie Lemons should be fucking ashamed of herself portraying the white man in that fashion, because he is the most vile, evil monster creature that ever existed. He lynched our ancestors. He brought us over here. He forced us into slavery. We built everything in this country. We built the White House. We built everything. And even after slavery, he lynched you. He terrorized you. There was never a white hero in black history, ever. There were only brave, young, black men and women, ADOS men and women, that risked it all, that sacrificed it all. Think about it. During that time of slavery, how valuable slaves were to the white slave master. Think about how dangerous it was for Harriet to free those slaves. She risked her life. She risked it all. This movie was not about slavery. It was not about Harriet. It was about the white man being the hero. Harriet Tubman, the real Harriet Tubman, was a hero. And countless others in our community are the real heroes. The black man is the real hero in America. We're more patriotic than anybody. We fought in every war that this country has waged. We fought abroad for this country's freedom, just to come back to be lynched and be segregated. We gave this country civil rights. We gave civil rights to immigrant groups. We gave civil rights to gays. We gave civil rights to white women. And what have they done for us? They didn't do shit for us. But when it comes to our history, when it comes to our culture, everybody exploits us. And that ends with the ADOS movement. That ends. And then you see all the bootlicks, all the Boule members, Michael Eric Dyson, Mark Lamont Hill, all of these people with these blue checks on Twitter telling you to go and support this propaganda. The ADOS movement is exposing the bootlicks. It's exposing the black immigrants that are exploiting our culture, that hates us. And we are drawing a line in the sand. Whose fucking side are you on? If you're not an ally, you're an enemy. And you're no longer exploiting our culture. I'm glad the fucking movie flopped. And any other movie that's about black history, if you don't cast an ADOS person, we're not supporting the fucking movie. Why can't we portray our own experience? Why can't we? They're trying to erase us from the lived experience that we suffered. See, being ADOS or Revo is a lived experience. You can't come over here, disrespect us, and then want to portray us. That shit ain't happening. This is a lived experience. That's why when Michael B. Jordan played a fictional character on Black Panther, they said that he had to get therapy after he portrayed Killmonger. You know why? Because Michael B. Jordan is ADOS. This is a lived experience. And even for a fictional character, he was the hero of the movie. See, they're trying to erase us, the very people that produced this history. And we can't let that happen, ADOS. I'm glad that we galvanized. I'm glad that we came together as a collective group and said no to Harriet. She is not my Harriet. She will never be my Harriet. Fuck a Revo. Fuck Cassie Lemons. And fuck this movie. She's not my Harriet. But that's all I got to say. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment. I want to know what you think about this subject. But as always, I appreciate all the support. And I thank you for allowing me to share my views. Have a great evening.